number one reason why most young people stay poor is they try and save instead of learn. I'm 22, I run a 6-figure business, I own a house in the UK, I'm living in Bali, I'm actually renting 2 villas at the moment, one for content and one to live in. And I've traveled over 6 countries this year and I'm on track to retire my mum. And I'm not saying saving is dead. Saving can be the thing that compounds into millions, but only if you're actually able to put stuff into the savings. And as Alex Hormozi says, someone that had $100 million net worth by 30 and actually did 105 million in one day from his book launch. You're better off investing in the S&P Me 500, meaning yourself, than the S&P 500, which is the top 500 companies in America. Because by investing in another business in your early days, is you betting on someone else other than yourself. Because you don't believe yourself, you can put the work in and generally get where you want. You prefer to believe in something else. And the biggest place where I see this is people working 9 to 5s, putting their money into crypto that could absolutely tank when they're not willing to put the money into themselves. And investing into crypto is super risky. So they actually believe that investing into something they don't have control of is less risky than them just investing in themselves. And this is the biggest problem. People want to save and they don't want to learn. Skills currently are and will always be at the center of the economy, at the center of the world. We've always as humans traded what we have for something else. And even money is just a trading asset. All it means is I give you this, you give me that. Back in the day, you would give a sheep maybe for 3 chickens, or you would give a sheep for 10 hours of your time building a hut. And now we just use cash to represent that. So your focus shouldn't be on saving as much of that cash, even though that is important. It should be making it so that you have the potential for your time to be worth 10, 20, 30, 40, even 50x what that cash would normally give you. So if right now you're working a job and you're doing pretty well, you're earning £30 an hour, you want to get it so that every single hour of your time gives you £100, £1,000, £10,000, because nothing is ever truly passive. Just because you're not working right now doesn't mean you haven't put hours of work in to build something that generates you money. I'm earning money as I make this video, but that doesn't mean my income is passive. I still have to do work. Just the work I do is super high leveraged, which means I earn more for the amount of time I put in. So if you're young and you're thinking, how do I skate where I'm at? And all you're doing is either working more, or maybe you're not even working, but you're not doing anything to build a skill, then that should be your priority. Because without skills, you don't have any meaning, you don't have any purpose, and you can't help anyone. And that puts you in a position where it's very hard to trade yourself for anything else, which includes money. Think about how much someone would pay for an hour of Elon Musk's time. If someone could be coached by Elon Musk, a business could be coached by Elon Musk for 1 hour, they would pay hundreds and hundreds of thousands of pounds for that. Because his skills are so high leveraged that he's sought after and would be critical for that business he would help. And now the biggest thing that you can do is build a high leverage skill and monetize it so you can do the exact same. And that's exactly what I did with fitness coaching. I got in amazing shape. I learned how to build a business, which included first the content skill, the sales skill, and then the actual fulfillment skill of how I actually generally transform the lives. And by building those separate skills within the business, I was able to build a 6-figure business, travel the world, then put money into crypto, then put money into savings, so that I can progressively go further and further. So if you're young, or if you just haven't started building any really valuable skills yet, then stop thinking about how can I save £10,000, £20,000, or £30,000, and start thinking about how can I build a skill that could generate me £10,000, £20,000, £30,000 in just 1 month. And one of the best ways to get those skills can be to either invest in yourself or just put so many hours in, put so many reps in that you beat all the other people that are trying to do the same. And that way you'll become at the top of your game, you'll massively increase your net worth, and you'll be able to do 10x with your life, which will help you learn more skills so you'll get more leverage out of your life. Your skills will actually compound so that every time you learn a new skill, it will be based on the other one. So then they just become bigger, more usable, and more beneficial for others, which means you can get paid more for it. And you'll just continue to go up and up and up, having more freedom, having more stability, having more like actual passion and enjoyment out of your life, because you'll know you'll be going in the direction where you're improving yourself. You're not just investing or saving money that goes nowhere and gives you nothing. This was straight off the cuff, guys. If you found this useful, drop a subscribe. It's just something that's been on my mind, and I speak to so many young guys in Bali that are doing exactly that, and they end up going home, having to get a 9 to 5 again, when they could have used their time in Bali to build a skill that would change their life. So if you're someone like that, or you're stuck in the UK, or you're stuck in a country you don't want to be in, build a skill that can genuinely change your life and you won't regret it. Peace.